Hi everyone, so today's video is dedicated to the new Studio 8 brushes that recently came out by Bdellium Tools. They were very kind to send the brushes for me to use and to review and share them with you. So today's video is showing you how you can use each of these brushes and incorporate them into your everyday makeup routine. You can purchase these brushes on bdelliumtools.com. The site will be linked for you down below. I will also list all the brushes that I am using in today's video, which is the Studio 8. You can purchase them each individually. They are actually very affordable brushes. They are very good quality brushes. I am very impressed with them. I've used Bdellium Tools brushes in the past, so I had an idea going into this video that I was going to expect really great things from them because I have some other brushes that really perform well for me, and I use them off camera from time to time. So when they contacted me about these brushes, I was like, yes, send them to me. I would love to do the video for you all and share with you guys, my viewers, how great these brushes are. So today I'm going to show you each one individually and how you can use it for the intended purpose, and also give you some ideas along the way of how you could use that brush for other things or other steps in your makeup routine to make one brush go a little bit further for you. So if you're interested in knowing about these new release brushes, definitely continue watching. Also check out the link down below and also the Bdellium Tools Instagram page. You can also follow me on social media as well. I have Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. If you want to see more of these brushes, then keep watching. Alright, so the first brush that I'm going to use is the 938 Blending Concealer Brush, and I really like the shape of this. I think it's perfect size for under the eye area. You can also use it to apply cream eyeshadows as well. And like I've said before in other videos that I've talked about brushes, just because it says one specific purpose or that's what it was created for doesn't mean that you have to be confined to that purpose. If you find other ways to use it to make your life easier and make applying makeup easier for you, then by all means go for it. I've used brushes like this actually for applying cream eyeshadows or cream bases to the lid before applying eyeshadows, and it works beautifully. It is synthetic, and I think that works best with cream products. I am going to use a powder though for under the eyes. And I will list all the makeup products that I use throughout today's video down in the description box, just in case any of you are interested in knowing what I'm using. So I'm going to take my concealer and just apply that. And this applies and buffs the product in so incredibly easy. It's like I don't have to do much work. The brush does it all for me. And as you can see, that's how easy you can use this one brush, the 938 for concealer. And I also like using this brush around the nose where I have some redness, any little blemishes or any spots that I may have. You can just kind of pinpoint conceal with this because that size you can apply and also blend out the product as well. And I think this is definitely going to get quite a bit of use in my makeup routine because it is so incredibly soft and so easy to use. Now there are a few brushes in this collection, the Studio 8, that can be used for sculpting the face. The first one is the Face Sculpting Brush, which is the 977 brush, and it is a really nice brush, super soft, beautiful cut here. Every bristle is nicely tapered and cut really nice. There's no irregularities with any bristles. I think that they've done a really good job with this one, and it's got a pinched ferrule here, which kind of pinches the base of the bristles, and then it sort of kind of fans out just a little bit here. This will be great for cream products as well if you want to apply your cream contour. The other two brushes is the 943, the Face Sculpting, which is a combination of natural and synthetic bristles, and then the 966, which is a dual fiber one. And dual fiber brushes, I've used them in the past, and I like them for using product very lightly, more of like an airbrush effect to it, whereas the natural one is going to be a little bit more dense as far as the feel of it and the pack brushes that it has, the bristles. It's going to pick up more product. So if you like a heavier contour, you will enjoy this 943. I personally would enjoy the 966, which is softer. I don't do contouring very often, so I like to go easy with it because I'm not an expert in contouring, and I think that this brush will definitely help me out. So I've just taken a little bit of a light contouring powder and I've applied it to just the white portion of the bristles and just sort of picking up the product from the pan. You don't have to smush this brush in there. It picks up quite nicely, and then you can do your fish face or follow like the tops of the ear and come down. And as you can see, it applies the product in a line. I'm going to do the other side. And even though it's a line, it's not very harsh. And then you could use the 977, the Face Sculpting, to soften that out and just create more of a shadow, which is what you want when you contour. And as you can see, this brush did a beautiful job at blending out the harsh lines. It's there, that shadow, but it's not like this. Then I'm also going to take the same contouring powder and apply some around the hairline, and then I'm going to come and blend it out again with the larger brush. And then you can also use it around the jawline if you like to contour the jawline. This actually does fit quite nicely around the nose. I'm not huge on nose contouring, but I will do it for today's video. And I just use the very side of the brush. I just lay it there and then just lightly go on the sides of the nose. And then I'm going to blend this out again with the 977. And if you like to use cream contour, you could do that first with this brush and then go over it with a powder using the Dual Fibre or the other face shading brush, which is the 943. And I'm not afraid to use this big one either around my nose, because the other one applied it so lightly that I'm not really concerned with it. And you could just quickly go around the nose and contour. Now to show you this one in action, which is a little bit more densely packed, it will pick up more product and it will look a little bit more noticeable. As you can see, it's much darker and it picks up enough product, honestly, for me to use it on both sides. And you can come back and blend it out. Now the next brushes are super exciting for me to use because it's getting to one of my favorite parts of my makeup routine, which is highlighting. The first one is the 991.5, which is the fan brush, and it is pretty big and super soft. As you can see, that fanned out effect there. It's just so incredibly soft. It feels like a cloud. It feels really nice. And then this one, the 941, is the tapered highlighting brush, which again, you can just lightly just sweep your highlight on the tops of your cheekbone. So I'm going to use both. So we're going to go a little extra with the highlight today. So the 941, the tapered highlighting brush, is going to be very light, a very light wash. So if you like a softer look to the highlight, you will love this brush. I love this. This is so soft, and it just sweeps the tops of the cheekbone really nicely, and it applies the product so seamlessly, and there isn't any harsh lines. It looks like the highlight is just becoming part of my skin, and it's not super like a strip of product. Some brushes that are too densely packed can do that and make the highlight look a little bit crazy. I'm going to take a little bit of it and go around the temples and just kind of do that soft highlighted effect. It's almost like a soft focus effect where it's just kind of bringing the skin to life a bit. Go down the nose, Cupid's bow. And then for the highlighting fan brush, that's definitely going to pick up more product and it's going to apply it more intense. So if you like that intense highlight, then you will enjoy the fan brush. Alright, so we're at the part of the routine where I can use the next two brushes. The first one I'm going to show you is the tiny pencil brush number 718. It is very, very small. It's the perfect size for detail work. You can use it to actually smudge product on the lower lash line or to highlight the inner corner, which is what I'm going to do today. I'm just going to take a light shimmery eyeshadow and highlight the inner corner. And it does pick up quite a bit of product. And then I'm going to use my finger to kind of soften that out a little bit so it's not as harsh. You could also use this if you wanted to, if you like cut creases, to sort of map out your cut crease if you wanted to. I'm going to take the same brush and I'm going to go right under the highest point of the brow. And I'm also going to use that brush to add some highlight to my Cupid's bow. because it is the perfect size for that. Just a little bit. Now I do need to add some eyeliner, but before I do so, I want to use the 761, the tight liner brush. It is a very small detail brush. It is a blunt cut across, so it's going to be perfect for tight lining. And for this, I would recommend using some type of gel or cream product to tight line the waterline. And I'm just going to take just a little bit of it and wipe off the edge on the rim of the jar. And then I'm just going to wedge this right into my lash line and just apply the gel liner to the root of my lashes just to darken them, and that really makes a huge difference. And it applies the product so nicely. And if you wanted to, because this brush is really small, you could even use it to do your eyeliner as well. I like to use small brushes like this when I'm doing gel or cream liner. I feel like it gives me more control over the line, and I can keep it from going a little too crazy, especially when I do the wing. This flat edge of this brush is going to be perfect for adding that really sharp wing, which is what you would want anyways with a wing liner. So you can kind of come out here and do your wing. So let me do the other eye. Just kind of wedge it back and forth. And this will be great to use as well. If you put on false eyelashes, you can go in with a gel and kind of conceal your roots of the lashes, especially if you don't get the lash band on the root of your own lashes. Sometimes it does happen if you're off just a little bit, and it's okay. You can go back, especially if you're not putting on liner before applying the falsies, you can go in and use this brush to kind of add some darkness and kind of conceal that band and make it look a little bit more natural. Alright, so that completes the demo portion of this video. I hope that you guys enjoy seeing how these new Studio 8 brushes work and seeing them for yourself on camera, how they perform and how they apply the product. I thoroughly enjoy these, and I'm very thankful that they sent them to me, and I'm really excited to use these. You will be seeing some of these in upcoming tutorials as well. I really enjoyed them. I think that they all have a purpose. I think you can find multi-use for each of these brushes. Like I said before in the beginning of the video, just because it says it's a concealer brush or a face sculpting brush or shading brush doesn't mean that you have to stick to just that purpose. You can use it for other things, and I hope that I've given you some ideas throughout the video of how you can incorporate these brushes, not only for what they're intended to be used for, but for other uses in your makeup routine. So thank you so much for being here for today's video. If you like this video, please subscribe for more videos like this in the future. A big thank you to Bdellium Tools for thinking of me and sending the brushes. I really appreciate it, and I love them. You will be seeing them again. Have a fabulous weekend, and I will talk to you all very soon. Bye-bye.